Hello, welcome to the 1 year show for Cute Mania Live. I'm going to play one more thing here. It's a medley of the guests we have on tonight, which we have 10, and Rob's here with me also. We'll talk to him here after the medley.
My mind gets tired sometimes. Sometimes my body gets weak, and the demons that I fight, oh, they start to conquer me. And I say, oh, my soul, I pray that rock and roll will be my savior. Oh, and I'm just struggling to get out what is in my mind. Quick, now I'm nervous, but I'm feeling good. I'll drop down the sunroof, baby, as we drive around the neighborhood. Well, she's holding my hand, my heart is stopping, and it feels so right, but I think it's gonna rain, yeah. See, baby, it's a long time coming. Do my tongue play a slick trick? Do my fingers make the boogie stick? That's just what I do. Or is it what I'm going through? So baby, please, do you think when I'm up on the stage with the crowd in a ditch, it's where I feel like living most my life. When we're just out of face and the night don't go my way, I don't give up, cause deep down it still feels right. Raised on hot dogs, macaroni and cheese.
All right. Welcome to the show. Kind of nervous. I don't know why, but I know it'll go away shortly. But there's Rob. I have to turn the camera. But welcome to the 1 year show. Rob arranged that that medley that we just heard of the guests that are going to be on, or hopefully on. I don't know. I only heard from a few of them, so hopefully they're all going to be on. But thanks for doing that, Rob. I'm going to share the microphone so you can spit on it. I knew I shouldn't have had him on. But thanks, Rob, for doing that. And we were trying to do some audio stuff before we started, like an hour ago, and just didn't really pan out. He got this new interface and stuff, but he's learning it also, and hopefully teach me some of it, and I might get one for the show, because it'll probably make the show a lot better, other than the two channels that I'm working with, right?
It's absolutely amazing. The Tascam 208i is what it is.
How many channels are?
It's actually got 4 inputs, but virtually you can put up to 20.
I don't need more than that.
I'd say 20 probably be about the max you'd want.
Well, if I had a band and if they had 20 members, I could do it.
Well, or 10 different instruments in stereo.
But wouldn't it have to be 10 members to do that?
No, it's I had 5 or 6 instruments on my shit, and I play them all at the same time.
I know just enough about audio and podcasting as I did when I started a year ago, Rob.
I don't know anything more than you do. I just push buttons until something happens.
Is that better? No, Ashley's over here on the ground. There's a chair right here she could sit in, but she didn't want to be on the thing, which she wouldn't be. But she's listening to us to see if we're listening to us, and she's also listening to us. Is that better? Yeah, yeah, we know that there's a delay, but no, I'm going to say we, because you started the show with me, even though you left me on the very first one, and
I had you all set up. Quit bitching like that. No.
Well, I'm reminiscing. Is what I'm doing.
It was actually like mine and Coley's idea that you just jump started.
Well, you didn't know that I had the idea, because remember I told you about it. I didn't know that you guys had the idea either. So but you guys didn't do it. I did it.
We all tossed it around, one certain, I think.
I don't remember tossing anything around like that, but something's right. But anyway, so Rob's going to be here, and Ashley's there, going to try to stick to the schedule as best as we can. And but there's what 10 other previous guests here, hopefully, that I asked to join me for this very. Yeah, but John Hall couldn't be with us to play tonight, to play live. He his wife got tested positive for the Rona, and I didn't want him around us. I've made it this far. We've made it this far, so without the vaccine even.
I thought we were done with the Rona.
Well, there's that Delta Rona.
Oh, the Delta Rona.
The Delta Rona, yeah, and I think it's Egyptian or South Asian or something like that. It's
not American. Not American.
It's not of this country.
No.
But it made it here. Somebody decided to travel too early or something. So anyway, let's get on with it. What do you think? Let's get it on. Okay. Well, I wrote a little opening thing here that I'm gonna try not to read, because readings. I don't want it to sound like a reading thing, but I don't want to have to ramble like I'm doing right now. So this time last year, as we stated, I had an idea for a live stream for a podcast thing, and I called it Manic Monday. Now I didn't know about the song at the time, so we won't even bring that up yet. We'll talk to Beverly about that. She knows all about it. Let's see. And I had Dale on, my friend Dale, my buddy Dale. You'll see him in a second. And the idea, I just wanted to interview him. Well, the idea for the whole show is to interview musicians, but I wanted to interview him and play a few songs. So it sounded simple in my simple head, and but I knew that Dale was going to be on the phone, so I didn't understand how I was going to be able to play his stuff without like holding the phone to the microphone, which I've done. Everybody knows I've done that several times at the beginning. So, but the show went good. I posted the previous, or the 1 year show, the show a year ago on Facebook, if you want to watch it, how excellent it was. But just like anything, like riding a bike or learning to ride a bike, you got to training wheels. But I think I'm still in training wheel mode. I think so.
No, you're absolutely still in training, but I mean, from where you were to where you came at this point, it's been a massive improvement. No, you've got headphones.
Well, we both have headphones.
No, see, already.
So, and I've made the switch to YouTube, which we talked about a year ago.
Got your own mixer.
Well, it's mediocre mixer. But anyway, we'll reminisce here with Dale, because they were pretty much on, him and Bev were on here from the beginning. Anyway, so but the first 12 episodes as Manic Monday, because there was 12 of them. There was Manic Monday. They all took place on Mondays. I know. I know. I was lost there too, but they mainly feature local artists. We had Shannon Jones, Coley. We had Oceans to Ash. We traveled to Oceans to Ash. That was cool. We had Kristen Federer for Halloween. That was really fun. We had Mars Hall. Yes, he was on the second episode. And Rain of Z. Let's see. I have it. That was I have a wacky episode with Rain of Z on here, because it was kind of wacky, the sound wise and everything. I won't mention any names. And then Dale came back for episode 10. I wanted to do an episode 10 special because I didn't think it was going to last this long. So I just went ahead and said, well, let's celebrate episode 10. So we did that with Dale. And then the holidays came up, and I wanted to take a little break from it. I needed a break after 10 episodes. Sounds like I did a lot of work, right? So I took a break until New Year's. And I think I had Derek Lightaway was the first one back, but it was still Manic Monday when he was on. So he came on, and then I did where's that here? And then the very first episode as Acute Mania Live, the Shane Masters band came down here, and they couldn't do it on Monday. They could only do it on Friday. So I was like, well, I can't have Manic Monday on Friday. That doesn't make sense. So I took the Monday and the Manic and everything out of there and just made it Acute Mania Live. And Acute Mania came from my solo electronic stuff that I do. I just kind of made up that name, and I was able to change the name on Facebook. It's very difficult to change anything on Facebook, but I changed the Acute Mania page to Acute Mania Live, and then here we are. So and then let's see, what else? I had some. So Shane was the first band I had perform live here, and then let's see, I had help from Coley and help from you also with that. And then Shane already had an excellent following for his music, and he has an enormous following now, especially now. But I use that show kind of as a springboard to just keep going. You know what I mean? To keep trying to what did I put here? See, I wrote these notes last night, and I'm not really. It's originally what I wanted it to be, the whole podcast. I wanted to interview people that I didn't know, and I didn't know Shane until they came down.
Interview people around and give them a little bit of shine, I mean, that kind of shit. Because it was the pandemic. Yes, very much bored.
Yeah. So there was nothing going on. We couldn't go to shows, and there was nothing to do. So that's why I started the thing. But that really gave me confidence, and talking to Shane that night and everything gave me confidence to do to keep it going. So I had I had Curses, which I didn't know anything about them, but they're from Princeton, really good band. Amplifiers, Jake the Hawk, Barefoot Colby. That was interesting. He played here, and he was barefoot. He actually played here twice.
That was one of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean, he was really good. And let's see. Then I kept in the Pittsburgh region because it was kind of like I was jumping from I would have one band on, and then they would be friends with another band on social media, so I would just hit them up, and it just kind of went on from there. They know somebody, they know somebody, they know somebody. Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what we had originally planned to do. You know what I mean?
Yes, we did.
And I got a job.
And then, hey, Barefoot texted me just now. But anyway, but let's see. Okay, this is what I need to put. So overall, the success of the show can only be attributed to the guests, right? That are going to be on the future, and the ones that were on it before, especially tonight. There's some really significant ones. And I'm rambling. I'm taking their time away right now. So what do you say? Let's jump into it with hey, look, here they are. It's It's my favorite people. You haven't seen them for a while. Speaking of, they'll be on in a second shortly. I don't know. I'll get. There they are. Hello.
Hello.
Beverly Trash and Dale. Dale looks possessed for some reason. It looks
Rob, what's
you guys
going
look like
on?
you're the same.
We've had a day, you know.
I gotta say, I watched that video of yours, dude, and I'm telling you, it was the hot dogs and shit. What was the name of that video?
I love that video.
Oh, USA.
That was tight shit, man. Very cool.
Thanks.
Wait, this is Rob. I've never seen Rob.
Sure you have.
No, I have not. He's always been behind. I've heard him, but I've never
you guys,
seen.
what? Oh.
What'd you do?
She's saying
I've only heard Rob.
he was always running the sound.
Wow. Hi, Rob. There's your face.
You guys have been moving, correct?
Oh my God.
All-
Yeah.
for
all
like 3
day.
weeks straight. and
Are
today
you
was
in the
you
new
all-
place? Is that why the Wi-Fi is so good?
No, we're still in the old place.
Are
But
you in a
see, these are
different
my
room?
movie dogs. Oh, that's tough. Wait, hold
You're in a
on.
different room.
Ooh.
Is the Wi-Fi all right?
It is. It's for now. It is. Yes. It could change
I think
No,
it's
but we're sitting on the floor because we have no furniture in here. We're still in the old place.
because you were moving and you've already moved all that stuff.
We moved a lot. We
Are you
have to
sitting
move the cat.
Indian style. Indian style.
Anyway,
Are you Indian style? Are you sitting Indian style?
I get, yeah, crisscross applesauce.
No, Indian style.
That is, Scott, it is 2021.
Yeah, but that's what I call it. Still, I still call it that.
it's Native American style.
Well, nowadays you can't call it anything other than Native American.
You actually can't say anything.
Are you guys okay? Are you have a bed,
Well,
you have a bed to sleep in tonight? I don't mean overall. We'll get to that.
are we okay? That's a loaded question.
Oh, okay, Dale has a beer. He's fine. He's fine.
I have a mezcal grapefruit mix.
Is it mixed with anything other than grapefruit mix?
It's mezcal, smoky tequila.
Smoky
fancy.
tequila.
Does it have like a smoke flavor to it? That sounds actually pretty
Yeah. Here, I would here try it. Wait.
good. Hey, I will figure out how to do that one day to be able to reach through and like hug people and stuff.
That's the real future. That's the real future.
Well,
So here we are a year. This is the year anniversary.
And I'm
isn't
actually,
it crazy, Dale? Do you remember doing the very first one, the very first
Yeah.
one? It stormed that night, and then Rob left me. I remember that he left me to go eat with his kids, which was the dumbest. This was way more.
Rob.
important. Your kids are all.
Oh, so he does this too, Rob. If there's anything else going on in your life, he makes you feel bad for not doing the show.
Parenting, comedy.
Everything is, or my children. That overrides work and everything.
Oh, you
That's
remember when you
right.
guys went to the Smokies? I was like, what if there's a podcast emergency? You're like, there's no Wi-Fi. There's no. So you guys, everybody just leaves me. They just leave. Everybody wants to be on the show, but then they just leave. You know, you have a podcast.
Oh, yeah, kids.
I can't take a vacation ever.
You could take it. You could sit in the Smokies in a hot tub. You can find a cabin with Wi-Fi.
I don't know if anybody would want to see the podcast if I was doing that though.
And I know you're usually the interviewer, but let me ask you a question.
You can interview me.
Whose bright idea was it to start a podcast a year ago? Yeah, and then you get yourself into these pickles, and then you need your friends to bail you out. And when they've got anything else going on, they break their arm, their leg. You're like, well, surely you can still do the show from the
but I'm there, but I show up.
Yeah.
So
What's your favorite podcast, Scott?
there isn't one. I don't think. I can't nail down a favorite, honestly. I would have to. That's what I was thinking about that for the when I was typing up the opener last night that I didn't hardly read all of, but I was thinking I can't really put a. There would have to be like a top 5, or
Okay, what's your top 5 podcasts?
you can't put me on the spot now. I'd have to sit and think about it.
Come on, tell me. I have a couple that
People would be offended
found
if I
that are
didn't pick them, wouldn't they?
while moving. While
Okay,
painting.
my
I just-
top one of all of them would probably be the Finland guys, Restful Feast.
Oh, he's
I don't mean your own podcast. I
No,
mean,
Oh, I don't listen to anybody else's. That's competition. I don't listen to my competition. No, I
I've
don't
been
listen to
listening to these
competition.
murder
Who,
podcasts.
who listens to their
I think
competition?
we need to bring more murder to this podcast because that's what's happening
Murder-
right now.
murder.
Murder podcast.
Murder?
Yeah, they're
Well,
it.
yeah,
They
but-
are hot right now. Murder.
Then I need to find a band that has to do a lot to do with blood and guts.
Oh, Mayhem. You could bring the Mayhem guy on.
Well, get a hold of him. Let's
I
do it.
will. I will make that my.
Do you know the Mayhem story?
I don't.
Oh, you gotta check that out. You'll
Rob
definitely
knows.
you'll definitely want him as a guest.
Yeah, he had a knowing look in his eye.
I mean, he only killed his bandmate. You know what I
And the
mean?
other one like shot himself after cutting and all. Yeah.
And then the singer shoots himself in the head, and the guitar player eats a piece of his brain, and then the bass player stabs the guitar player to
They're
death.
not alive.
Yeah.
then I can't have them on the
Oh.
show.
The bass player is.
Yeah, he came out because they in their country they only have to for death or for anything you can the maximum sentence is like 11 years. So you're out after 11 years.
Yeah, he did 11 years in what would normally be in the United States like a college dorm. He had TV, he had internet,
I'm blanking.
he
Norway.
ordering pizzas. It's a joke for murder over there.
Who was that guy that died? CC something or other. He died, and they like took pictures of him, thinking he was just passed out. And they what the hell was
Gigi Allen?
Oh yeah.
it? Allen there.
Oh, Gigi Allen, the rock and roll anthem.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a rebel.
Yeah. You need to bring somebody. Yeah, this is what we need. We need true crime mixed with the music. That's what's happening.
Awesome idea.
She just thinks there's not enough death and murder on your show.
You need more.
You need
But well, see, I didn't start the show to be a death and murder show, so I don't want to. I don't need to branch out now, do I?
Yeah.
Well,
you always need to evolve and change and mercurial.
You guys
what
should do
part
it.
of what part of the schedule and lineup tonight are you kind of the most excited about? Do you think?
Well, all of it. I mean, I can't. I can't nail it down. I mean, let's do it first, and then I'll tell you what is my favorite.
You've got Aristotle coming on right after us, I think.
We love
I had
him.
Shenandoah, but I just messaged him to see where he was at because he's not into the Zoom thing yet, and I can't switch over to the next person. But you guys are welcome to
People have lives. People have lives.
He's
They
been
knew
out
about
all
this
day in
weeks
the
ago.
sweat.
Weeks ago, the email went out weeks ago. Oh, hey, check this out. I'm not gonna take my shirt off, but see this shirt? I have
Woo!
amplifiers. Yeah, they sent me a care package yesterday, and they'll be on here in the next hour. Actually, maybe soon if nobody else shows up. So
We want to change this cat's name to Gigi actually because of Gigi Allen because this cat plays with the litter box.
She plays with her own poop like Gigi Allen used to play with his own poop.
can't get into Zoom. He says I'm trying on the phone.
That's because you should have kept it with the phone.
Everybody got the link. Everybody got the link. So if Shane and Aristotle are listening, go ahead and jump on because Shenandoah can't figure it out. He's done it. He's done the show before. Maybe he had bad salmon again. He had to cancel because he had bad salmon back in May.
That was the excuse.
That was his excuse. Yeah, and then he was supposed to be on his next excuse. He was supposed to be on it at the end of June for his CD release, and what was it?
Sushi.
Somebody hit their Wi-Fi pole on campus and knocked everybody's Wi-Fi out. Can't people do Zoom on data?
Well, I just barely got unlimited on my phone.
You guys could have done from the
yeah, we did not have unlimited data, but I once called out to work with the excuse that I had bad Thai food. It was a lie.
Well, I mean,
I assume.
Thai food is bad overall, so I mean, it's very
The
spicy.
Thai food is amazing, but I was like, I ate bad Thai food. Bye.
It's fantastically spicy. I've had their soup before. It just looked like chicken broth, and I took a big old spoonful of it, and it was the spiciest I've ever had. I mean, I couldn't feel my mouth. For like a week. Huh?
Rob's not into spicy. Rob, do you like spicy?
I enjoy spicy, but if it's too hot where I can't taste the food, there's the issue. You know what I mean?
I eat raw scorpion peppers.
Oh no!
I eat
He
raw
made
Carolina
me do it
Reaper
too. He
peppers.
made me do it, and I threw up a bubble.
I love the burn.
Them Doritos habanero. Oh man, they're no, thank you. That's just
No,
But
yeah.
I love it because you're just getting ready for hell. You know what I mean?
That's all
It's
that-
like hell boot camp.
Actually, in hell, they don't serve spicy food. People like it too much.
It probably is just hot dogs and macaroni and
What's my-
cheese and hell.
My dad would eat hot dogs and would eat the spiciest and sweat, but he just used it to drink more beer. You know what I mean? That's all.
Oh, wait, was he eating Yan dogs?
I don't even know what that is.
Yan dogs in Fairmont.
Oh, no, it was we had went to TNL and they made a batch that was too hot for even their hot shit. So
Yeah,
he jumped right on it, man. He loved that.
yeah. T&L is a good hot dog too.
Oh,
But yeah, Yan's. He's been there for like I don't know, 50 years or something. Scott, you know Yan's hot dogs.
I lived beside Yan's in South Park in Morgantown when I lived up there. Over on was it?
Oh, that's the second. That's the second
yeah,
location.
you know where Debbie yelled at us on the voicemail. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, they had good hot dogs. I mean, hot dog to me, hot dogs would taste like everybody else's hot dogs. Now, Mike, my buddy Mike, he can dispute that because he's had hot dogs just about everywhere. He likes his wieners.
Hometown
Who doesn't?
hometown hot dogs. Hometown used to be in hometown hot dogs.
Never had them.
Yeah, they were here for a while. They had that little shop down by the library there, downtown Clarksburg. They're pretty damn
Do
good.
they have?
I know it. It's called Ritz, isn't it?
Oh, well, no,
Ritz hot dogs?
hot dogs are badass too. They're good.
I have never had those. I lived there for 5-6 years, and I never had them.
Oh yeah,
Do these places have veggie dogs for me?
veggie dogs.
Yeah. No.
My food.
You know, I had a vision of coming to West Virginia. Last time we came, we made the vegan pepperoni rolls. I was like, I'm coming to change the world. And then we found this article that in Marion County, there was this initiative to like bring vegan pepperoni rolls because I guess Marion County was like, out of the United States, like the least healthy county. It was like, oh, we're going to bring, and I was like, oh my God, somebody beat us to it. But I don't know whatever happened with that. The vegan pepperoni roll.
I do know, like down south, they can't have it. Something about packaging, like meat product or something like that. Like
That's why the pepperoni. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's a lot of it. Like you couldn't get them in New Jersey either.
yeah, oh yeah, they don't know. I mean, you can get all kinds of like the Philly steaks, the cheese steaks. They're phenomenal. But yeah, there's no, nothing really good anyway.
Hey, Shane Masters just jumped on. Let's get him in the thingy here.
So we gonna say bye to you.
No, you guys can chill. Hey, Shane,
Oh, okay.
Should we mute?
can you hear? Oh, he's connecting to audio. It says. Let's wait for him to connect. I don't know where he looks like he's in like a studio or something. Let's see. Is he? Can you hear us?
He's muted.
Excuses by Shenandoah.
But he's also not
Hi,
talking.
Shane.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
your audio is muted, Shane. Unmute your audio. At the bottom left.
Oh.
There you
All
are.
right.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Same old shit, different day.
Yeah, nice to see you. Well, thanks for coming on to the 1 year show. We're
Yeah.
having trouble with getting a hold of people, so nothing's in order. So I saw that you jumped on. I was like, let's go to Shane. He's on. He's got things to do.
I just figured out how to do it myself. So
Yeah, because you were here, you didn't have to worry about it before on the show.
yeah, no, we were.
I don't even
live.
think I was doing Zoom at that time.
No, I don't think you did.
I've gotten a little bit better. Not much better, but I've gotten a little bit better.
That's it. You just get a little bit better each day. That's
It's a struggle, dude. I like an hour before we started, like I was having audio issues. I couldn't hear it in my ears, and then I couldn't hear through. It was just awful. But I go through it every time, and I pretty much know what to troubleshoot. But
Right.
on the very last episode I had with Giovanni out of Pittsburgh, he was on. I didn't have the microphone plugged into the damn mixer.
yeah.
Everything else was working just
We've
fine.
all been there.
It was bad, but but that's why I loved on the show live is because there's just it's funny. But there was no tripod set up when you guys were on because you played here. You had the whole room filled.
Right.
With band members, and it was loud. It was phenomenal. I think I was walking around with my tablet as a camera, but so I didn't have a tripod to trip over. But when Kristen Federer was here, I did trip over the tripod, and there wasn't even that many people in the room. It was awesome.
Kristen Federer is fantastic.
She is fantastic, and she's the only one that dressed up for Halloween for the Halloween show. That I knew it was a Halloween show, but we didn't dress up. I did put my cowboy hat on though. The Kagan actually wore that when you guys were here.
Yeah, exactly.
Party, and she was the only one to show up. Dressed up.
I did tell her that people were dressing up, and I just wanted to see if she was going to dress up into something, and she did.
Yeah, it was Bowie.
Yes, it was. She dressed up as Bowie.
She's a cool chick.
She is a cool. I'd like to get her back on the thing. What are you up to now, man? You've been around the state.
Yeah,
I think you've been out of the state a couple times, and you've been releasing stuff, and it's just you're blowing up. You're huge.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, we're having a good time. I mean, we're developing new fans for sure, especially around the new music. I mean, the original stuff coming out. We're definitely gaining some steam.
I'm loving the stuff you're coming out. Well, I mean, I've heard it here. You did Old Country here.
Yeah, we played Old Country right there in your house.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Was I one of the first ones to hear that out away from practice?
No, Old Country I'd been playing that for a little while.
So it wasn't. You can't call it New Country because it's an older song, right? It's Old Country. But that's pretty much going to be your single, right? I mean, that's what I see. Like if I was a person that would be judging singles, I'd be like that's it right there.
Well, yeah, we that one's out. Meant to Be is out. Perfectly Arranged is out, and then in August, Gravel Roads comes out. So every month we're gonna release a new tune.
Now, are these all going to be on one album eventually?
Yeah, this will all eventually just be one album. Yeah. That's the idea. So we're just letting them trickle out slowly to kind of keep us fresh. And we don't want to really just show our full hand, all at once. We want to we're just giving you a little bit at a time.
Yeah, that's good. That's good though, because you got to keep people wanting it. You can't just come out with everything at once. Then they're going to expect you to do a whole other CD again, and you're like,
right. Then it's like pressure to do, write more songs or whatever.
Did you get to meet Dale when you guys were on the show? I can't remember who was on that show because I can't remember if at that time Beverly had joined us yet, because you guys were on the show. Gosh, it was it was in January. So you
nice to meet you, Shane.
Were you on that one, Dale? No, you were working. You were probably working. It was Friday, so Beverly was on that.
I'll tell you what happened. You were so busy because it was the first time you had a full band in your house that you were supposed to call me, and I was supposed to do my thing. And you didn't because
on recording,
which is fine. I didn't care. I watched the show. I enjoyed the music, Shane.
Hey, thank you, man.
And it's funny how things go full circle. So if you're doing a single at a time, and then you're going to probably do an album, the way they used to do it back when there were 45 singles was a band put out a single, a B-side, a single, a B-side, and then the label would put out the full length, 12-inch record, which had all that on it. So that's the way things are kind of going full circle. So that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Give them a taste and then give them a clump and then give them some more later.
That's
you did it right. Yeah.
All right. I guess I figured it out.
you have nothing else to do now, man. You're good. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, we're still in the studio. We've been back in the studio as of recently.
Is Mark Poole still doing helping you out with that?
Yeah, for sure. I put down a all acoustics tune. So there's just me and a guitar. There's a song like that coming. And then there's two other really cool tunes that there's some steel guitar. There's some neat stuff in it.
You play the steel guitar?
No, sir. No.
Oh, come on.
No, a man named Roger Russell is helping us out with that. He's fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah. Dale's my buddy from high school. I don't know if I told you about it before when you were down here, but he joins me on a couple episodes and segments, and his better half Beverly in the red hair in the background. You can probably see her by her red hair. She joins me on some of them too, but they're in the midst of moving, so that's why they're sitting Indian style, but you can't tell. You said Indian style.
We're down in Nashville, Tennessee.
And we have a baby.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Beverly. She did come on when we were on.
Yeah, that's what I thought she did. Yeah.
I feel like I remember you too, but it was fun.
Cheryl was talking about Tallulah. You guys were talking about Tallulah was on.
Yes, Tallulah is still waiting for her LOL doll.
Yeah, bring the band down to Nashville.
Nice.
You're waiting for her LOL.
There's a ton of bands down in Nashville, isn't there?
No, just Garth Brooks and
Well,
Johnny Cash.
it's like a band commune. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Where would you go first, Shane? Austin, Texas, or Nashville, Tennessee? If you were to go somewhere tomorrow, take the band to take the whole band. I don't know why I'm asking that. I'm just asking.
Sarasota, Florida.
Oh yeah, that's right, because that's where you vacationed, right?
Yeah, we vacationed down there, and I played some open mics, and
got
I got some jobs down there, and now I'm going down there in the second half of October, and we're going to be doing a little tour of Sarasota, Florida.
That's terrific.
I heard good things about Sarasota. Yeah.
Oh, it's paradise. It's like it's like crystal clear water, and white. It's sandy white beach. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
Didn't you guys get shut down by the music police one night or something? Were you playing at the hotel for some people? Or I saw.
Oh yeah. We were playing
and told them to stop.
Yeah. Hotel. The hotel security came and shut us down.
The old people police.
Yeah.
It's Florida. Yeah.
do they take you to the original music right away, or do you kind of have to do a cover blend of into your original stuff?
Yeah, I usually, at gigs or whatever, I usually try to grab them with a couple covers that
Right.
especially something upbeat or something in the beginning, and then I'll throw an original. But I've thrown originals out there before and still gotten good response. So
They're good originals.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. It just depends. Especially if I got the full band, it really doesn't matter. We can pretty much run through my set list of originals or covers or whatever, or just mix them in. It doesn't matter. We play a lot of originals at shows. I don't think people realize
They don't know the difference.
Playing our originals, yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed about Nashville is that when you do go out, you're expected to play all originals, and you can throw in a cover or two, but when you go out, the people are fine with listening to what you've got to say.
They want to hear originals. That's cool as hell. Yeah. See, I didn't realize that.
I think it's a songwriting town, so that's what separates Nashville from some other places like maybe Austin or something.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
if you do come down, you can do all your own stuff, and that's what people came to hear was like, what do you sound like? What do you have to say?
That's neat. That's okay. That's
Look who decided to join us.
And that's something that you don't find out until you get here.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out. Me and my wife were talking about going down for a week and just hitting some open mics, fucking around or just playing on some street corners or whatever I got to do.
Isn't that what that's what you did basically, right? You went down for vacation and you gained like 17 shows.
Well, open mic is the best way you can start to meet people and get a footing.
For me though.
You start to meet the other musicians in the town, and they can kind of point you in the right direction if you're a nice fellow.
Yeah. Shane, I hate to cut this short, but I got some other guys I want to talk to.
Now look up Dale and Beverly.
I wanted Aristotle to be on kind of the same time that you were. You were just on his show.
We'll say it one more time.
Hey, Shane, what's happening, man?
What's up, Aristotle? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Aristotle?
Hey, I'm doing good. Shane is amazing, man.
Shane is awesome. He's my
Aristotle.
favorite. You're all my favorite. Everybody's my favorite.
Oh man.
I can't.
Hey, look. Look what you're doing. Congratulations on everything you're doing, man. Shane, congratulations on all your releases, man. You're on the radio station. People are loving you. And that story you told me about how your mom said that the dream your mom had. Oh man, that's so real.
She said that when she was pregnant, she had a dream that I was going to be a preacher.
What happened?
I'm not a preacher, but I'm.
What you preach music?
Preach my mouth a lot.
Yeah, she knew he'd be speaking to the masses, man.
Yeah,
like he had a gift.
Yeah, I don't know how she knew, but
I think you're. Well, I mean, you might be a good preacher, but I think you're doing what you need to do.
Yeah,
I think
doing what
so
you're supposed to be doing.
I think so too, man. He's come a long way.
Likewise, and congratulations on your new stuff, man. Everything sounds great.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you're amazing too, man. You're amazing.
I've got some shit You had some new stuff released recently, right, Aristotle?
Yeah, I released 2 new songs on Go First Records. It's Ready and Too Cool, man. They're just like fun party summer jams, beach jams, just some stuff to kind of have some fun after we were cooped up. A lot of stuff I wrote last year over the pandemic and finally get to release to everybody. So it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and check it out on Spotify and Apple Music and everything. Shoot, I'll drop a link in here, man.
And, I need to come up and see your studio, because it's odd, like, because Shane put some pictures up on Instagram of him being there, doing your thing, and it's beautiful. Mine's just an old bedroom.
Oh no, anytime. You're more than welcome. Hey man, I'll get you to come up on my podcast if I can steal your tap into your thunder, man. We'll just talk about it.
I don't know if I can share my thunder. No.
After you have some baked beans, maybe.
Yeah. Like, how do you like me now? Aristotle had a show in Shinston at their community festival.
I've had 2 shows in Shinston since.
And it started the exact same time I had a podcast, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. We scheduled it
You
right.
know what's wild about Shinston is
everything.
Like, well, a lot of these small towns, like Shane was talking about, he's been traveling I haven't done too many shows in Morgantown because it seems like every small town on all these little routes are having these fairs and festivals. So man, I've been just busy like going out and reaching people where they're at. It's been awesome. Such cool people too. I love the people of West Virginia and all these little small towns. Shinston's a ball. I'm saying.
Did they tell you about the Shinston tornado when you were in Shinston?
Oh man, I learned about the tornado, the flood, the mansion. What else?
Yeah, the mansion.
Yeah.
It's big. I think it's a coal town. I don't know. This is a history podcast, so I don't know anything
There's
about
a museum there. You can go
I don't want to say something that's not the truth.
It's not that kind of show. I will tell you something funny. When I was there, I was performing at there was a very family-friendly festival. So I get there at the end of the set. I'm going, I want to thank the city of Shinston. But of course, if you get your tongue twisted, it comes out the shitty of Shinston. So I go, I want to thank the shitty of Shinston, and they were just everybody. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and they just laughed.
It can't be the first time that's ever happened. I mean, I'm sure I've done this before, and I that's my address,
No, they were good sports. Total good sports about it.
I had somebody signed in from I don't know, but let's see who it is. It just says iPhone. Could be anybody.
Hey, iPhone. How you
iPhone.
doing?
What's up, iPhone?
It's one of those modern 21st century names.
They know something I don't apparently about how to run this thing.
It's pronounced iPhone.
Yeah, like kind of like Adidas, like Adidas.
Yeah.
Adidas. I had Adidas shoes as a child.
Yeah, that's right.
They have a nice smug of them. Too. Nice. What is it? Something I don't know what I'm thinking of. I had this. Look at this manifest I had here of things for everybody, and I mean, it's just cheat.
What happened to your
I don't know
episode board behind you though, man?
Oh, it's I just have the camera panned because of
there it is.
There it is.
I'm probably not the first one to ask that, am I?
No, well, I usually do a like a preview introduction thing before somebody like 45 half hour before I do a show. I'll do a thing where have their music playing, then I'll be painting on that thing and I'll post that up on stuff. But yeah, I just had it painted over there because Rob was sitting there, but he got up for some reason.
I see.
I got this nifty banner made.
I noticed that. That's banging.
Primo Signs, Keith up at Primo Signs did that and actually delivered it to me. Not to my house. I met him. Keith from Primo.
Primo Signs. I'm gonna check those guys out.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job. I've taken it out once, but I didn't unroll it because it was too dark. I took it to Princeton when we went down to see Curses.
No.
At their show here recently, and but I didn't. It was too dark. There was no really place to set up or anything. But I did get some live shots of their show. That's Jason Parsons. Hello, Jason. He's connecting to audio still.
Hey,
Shane, you remember your sticker's right up there at the top of the bass drum.
Oh, is it? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, send me stickers and I will put you on the bass drum.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I got some custom merch I'll send you that it was for my release. It's you'll like it.
Did I send you any stickers? I don't
No,
think
not
stickers
yet.
made. Shane, I need to get you. Well, I know I gave you guys some at your old show.
I've got they're on my guitar case.
We got some new ones coming, but I just had to make a new design. It was time for a new one. But I mean, it's basically the same, but it's different. Hey Jay, how you doing, buddy? My buddy Jason Parsons. He was on. Let's see, when were you on, Jay? You were on. Look at my cheaty thing here. You were on 29. Episode 29. Jason's going to
what episode he's on too.
Jason's going to go see the Foo Fighters tomorrow night.
What? Where are they playing?
Cincinnati.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Is that the disco album?
the vinyl.
No, this is Medicine at Midnight.
Oh, okay. Well, I know they just did what was the whole Foo Fighters disco or something like that. There were a couple disco songs. That was funny.
Bee Gees.
Oh, I heard that.
Bee Gees,
Yeah. I heard that the other night. Yeah. I don't know what to think of that. Jason, what do you got playing in the background there?
Oh, this is a little acoustic solution. Back in the day.
Who are they? I was actually the drummer in that band.
Is it for real?
Jason had a little accident on his bicycle. This is a true story. And so I couldn't get a hold of him to about being on the show, and I was collecting everybody's that I didn't have, just like a 30-second clip for that medley that I played at the beginning, and I couldn't get a hold of Jason in time, and because I don't even have a copy of our CD. We did a CD when we were playing together, and I don't know what happened to mine. That's it there, yeah. And I was talking to him today, and I was like, can you send me a clip? And that's the back of me when I had a little bit more weight than I have now. When I ate my Wheaties. But yeah, we played in a band together back in, gosh, when did we do that CD, Jay? You remember?
2005, baby.
2005.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys had to did you hand make the CDs, or did you send them off?
I think you sent them out, didn't you? No, we had Mark Benicosa did them. He produced it.
Benicosa, yeah, he did it at WVU's recording studio.
Oh.
We came up, did it at the CAC. Yep.
The whole thing just live. Like, we just went up on stage and just played it, and Benicosa like mic'd all the different things, and it was just bam.
It wasn't. It was at one of the theaters there inside the CAC. We did it.
Mastered it in his living room, and his dog. We played Blister in the Sun, and his dog. Can't remember his dog's name. Starts barking at the door, so we put that in there instead of hand clapping, or along with the hand clapping, we put Mark's dog in there.
I don't think I was even there. You were the only one that was there when you guys were making it.
More cowbell.
Yes. You can't have enough cowbell.
That was before. That was pre Who Let the Dogs Out though, right?
Right.
2005. When did that? No, it might have been after. I don't know. That was
after.
Yeah. Is that your new? Is that your new one?
A new act.
He went to the Sweetwater facility last weekend.
They just revamped all of Sweetwater. It used to be a city within a city. Now, I words can't describe this place.
Jay, kick off the music in the background if you would, so we can hear you a little bit better. Yeah, it's not that good anyway. So that drummer was just awful.
You also played trumpet in the CD. So
I did. On one song. Yeah, that wasn't good either. So let's not listen to that.
Before we change the topic, we need to get Wiz on here. I just connected with him week before last.
Hey, he's come over and played a couple times, just jamming. Just having guys over to jam. And Wiz is Mike Wazell. He's from Fairmont and fantastic saxophone player. I mean, if you guys ever need a saxophone player on any of your stuff, hook up with him. I mean, his saxophone was made in like the 20s, and he won't play new ones. Like it sounds phenomenal. Like, it's just that
was like the original saxophone, though, man. Like,
it's one of a kind sound. I mean, but he was the third member of Acoustic Solution. So it was me on drums, Jay on guitar and singing, and Wiz on sax, and that was the solution, I guess. But I mean, it was fun. I mean, we played everywhere.
It wasn't the solution without the Wiz.
Wiz is it wasn't really the solution without Wiz. It wasn't. I mean, he was the mold.
Nice.
or something. I don't know. But we did original songs. Jay had a lot of original songs wrote up and that he had for a long time, and we did do a lot of covers. Kryptonite and Blister in the Sun, and Kryptonite. I hated it. Was a Kryptonite on my drum set because I hated that roll at the beginning. I never could do it. I'm terrible. But what else did we do cover wise? Gosh, I can't even think.
Was that song we used to do with Ross?
Yeah, good old Ross.
We did Blue and Black. We did the Blister in the Sun. No Sugar Tonight. New Mother Nature.
Yeah, we did a medley. New Sugar Night and New Mother Nature. That was fun. We played that song with everybody that we played with.
Yeah, that's true.
The transition from each song is just you can't even tell it goes to a different song.
Right.
So what are you doing now, man? You're going to see the food tomorrow, right? Are you spending the night? Are you going to get wasted and spend the night?
No, I don't drink anymore.
What?
I don't drink anymore.
Unacceptable. No, I'm kidding.
Man.
Well, that's good. Well, you had an accident on your bike, so I guess that wasn't attributed to your drinking since you don't drink anymore. So it wasn't a DUI.
Well, it wasn't a DUI, but yeah, that was when I decided to quit it.
Can you tell us what happened on your accident? Okay. You don't remember? Or you don't want to?
Not to kill you.
I changed the subject.
Okay.
Hey man, much love and much respect for like whatever lifestyle you choose there, man. I own it, man. I feel you.
Aristotle's man. You were on 25, Aristotle, episode 25.
Oh man, see, I get the high numbers.
You're a highlight episode.
Oh my goodness.
Shane was on one of the very first one. Well, he was on the first Acute Mania Live when I made the switch from the Monday to the any day.
Yeah.
I want to come in the studio.
Are you sure? The studio is fun. We have a lot of fun here. We do.
Hey Shane, you want to go down there and do a song together in the studio?
That would be cool.
Yeah, we should figure something out and do something.
Oh yeah.
I'll play the drums.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Have Aristotle and Shane come down and do a. Rob took his headphones off. He doesn't know what we're saying.
Shane, Jason, where do you live?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, nice, dude. I love Columbus. You guys got tornadoes, right? Gotta watch out for the tornadoes.
Watch out for what?
The tornadoes is flat. And it's the home of Wendy's, Dublin.
Dublin. I've been to Dublin. That's a ritzy place.
Home of Wendy's hamburgers.
A buddy of mine used to live in Hilliard, which is like a suburb of Columbus.
But I go to Columbus and gig where I did before, so I'm looking to get back that way. So that's awesome. Hopefully, I'll see you out of the show when I come to Columbus. Or you can jam with me, man. That'd be awesome.
I love making plans with people.
Energy, man.
Can I go with you guys? Can I do?
Yeah. We don't even have to play. We can just get in the car and go.
I'll bring the podcast on the tour. I will broadcast from every show you do. Document every single one of them. I'll do it for free, kind of, sometimes. I don't know.
You'll do it for all the excess, the chicks on the side there, man. All the extra chicks.
I don't have any of those. I'm not a very good candidate for that kind of action. Now Shane, on the other hand, he can get you some of those if you need them.
Yeah. Shane's got charm, style, and charisma, man.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe some of those older ladies, some of those older women.
Oh, well, the cougars. The cougars.
Oh, there's cougars and there's cooters, right?
I mean,
there is both. Yeah, there is a difference, I believe. I'm pretty sure there is. What do you think, Rob?
Rob's back. Silver Bush. That's all right. Silver Bush.
Silver Bush, he says. Silver Bush? Anyone? He's Ladies Auxiliary. What?
Lord.
Come on.
Oh, Silver Bush. I thought that was a band name. No, that's what you do.
It could be. Oh, it could be. Never know with Rob. He got some names up his sleeve there. Hey, Dale sent me a message. He said it got too glitchy. Imagine that. Thank God they're moving. They couldn't see anybody anymore, and they had to sign off. Happy anniversary show. Well, thank you, Dale. Thanks for popping in. The house that they're moving from has terrible Wi-Fi. Okay. And so every time that they come on to do their segment, whether either of them or both, it's good for like 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden it's like, they just freeze frame like that, and it's like the worst freeze frame, the worst time, and you can't hear them. They start getting glitchy, so they have to sign off. So hopefully that they get that figured out.
They do that on purpose, man.
I'm sure they do. I'm starting to think so.
They unplug the routers. They're like,
now that they're moving, I'll definitely know if it happens there too. I'll be like, yeah, you guys are sabotaging my show on purpose, just because you guys want to show your. I don't know. Well, I had some other people. What time? Gosh, we're up to 9 o'clock. I was going to do a music break here. Hey, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to try to move along and see if I can get anybody else to jump in. But I appreciate you guys taking. I know you guys are busy doing your various things, your yard work and things like that. So.
Well, it's Tuesday. It's wing night at BW3. So.
Also, you got to get going.
Well, they charge a lot for wings now. I show you how old I was. It used to be 20-cent wings.
It did.
Like $1.50 or some shit like that. So.
And that's a special. That's a special nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crap, man. I remember penny pitchers in Morgantown. Penny pitchers.
Let's
the worst beer you could ever drink. Man, it worked. They didn't leave the alcohol out of it. I tell you that much. Sorry, mom. I never went to those.
Yeah. Did you see Ifone?
Where'd Ifone go? Well, I got my Adidas's on, so that's good.
Shane, dude, congratulations.
Likewise.
Keep being awesome.
Let's all get together sometime and we'll have a Pabst and play some music.
That sounds good, guys.
I'm ready.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna play a song from somebody. I don't know. We'll play it from somebody. If you guys wanna copy the medley, let me know. I'll send it out to you.
Yeah.
All right, send it.
You can play it on your podcast.
I will.
Shane's on there.
All right.
I don't know where Ifane went, but I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on next year's show, right?
All right. Yep. See you next year.
See you next year.
Okay.
I don't know where Ifane went. That was pretty good, Ifane. But I think we're gonna do a song break. Since nobody else is in the waiting room. I told him there was gonna be an open bar in the waiting room because Zoom calls it a waiting lounge. Yeah, I should have. I don't know what happened to Ifane. I don't know why I'm gonna mute him though because I think it sounds like he's in the car. But let's play a tune here. It's your choice, Rob. Here's your choices. Wait a minute, I gotta move this up. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna play some Colony Claps. I can't remember what number of the show they were on because I just loaded this playlist. But Colony Claps is a new single that came out about a month ago, actually, something like that, and it's called Paranoia Agent, and it's badass.
We burn under the same distance. Is there something wrong? Am I the only one? Starving for excuses just to stay around. Sucking over voices that never hear me out. Silent language of defining anguish.
So for the 40th episode, I don't think you were here for that one either. Were you, Rob? The 40th episode? No, for Atticus Finch. I don't think you were here. Okay. Well, this is the first. Excuse me. This is the first time we jumped over to YouTube for the first time. I had Atticus Finch. They were the first ones to be on that one. Let's see. But for some reason there was no music audio. I could hear it. I was jamming out. Like I was playing something at the beginning and I was just. And then you know we talked. We did a little bit of interview with them, and then I played one of their songs, and I could hear it. I was just, you know, it was one of their singles, and I could hear it perfect. And they couldn't hear anything. And my mom had texted me during the song and said, we can't hear anything. I'm like, no. So there was no music played on their episode at all on Atticus Finch, and it sucked because their music is so good. So I'm gonna play one of their songs now. I don't even have it in. I have to load it up because I didn't have it. I wasn't prepared for the show like I usually am. So give me a second here to do that. But anyway, we I'm not prepared for the show. But I mean the interview was terrific. There was I want to say 4 other ones other than Patrick, the lead singer. So 5 on this tiny screen. So we had 5 of them. You'll see it if you watch the episode, you'll see it. But it was, like I said, the interview was great. There was just no music at all. But I fixed that for the next cast, and everything was fine there. So I owe them an entire hour's worth of their music. I think I don't know when I would ever do that, but that's what I owe them that. But I'm gonna play Angst here if I can get down to the thing. Here it is. Okay. Okay, ready? And no. So let's listen to Angst, and then hopefully Patrick will jump on here and we'll talk to him a little bit.
Feel like an empty shell, take it out of someone else. Cause I'm always trying to figure out what it means to be myself now. I don't know. We share our thoughts before we think, share opinion like it's fact. Did anybody stop to think this echo chamber's out of the truth? And I don't know. This social scene moves faster than our brains can process all that we read. Wonder why there's so much angst in my voice, and I'll tell you. It's the only way I ever feel the way I used to. Maybe I'll tell you all my demons, get them out, and then I'll feel brand new. When all is really said and done, my words became noise scrolled on the screen. For a while now I felt grinding down and faded out by things that used to bring me joy, but are just now things that bring me down. What I know. And when I scream and when I shout, just trying to help everyone out. It's not that I am mad, it's just right now I might be breaking down. I don't know. Oh, I tried to get it right, and I was kicking and I was fighting so hard. But all I'm left with is this irritating feeling deep inside of my heart. Wanna know why there's so much angst in my voice, and I'll tell you. I hate the way that I feel now, I miss the way that I used to. I am consumed by all my demons, swear them out, and maybe I feel brand new. But in the end I think the whole 9 yards
Patrick hasn't logged on yet, so we'll go ahead and play another act to finish on because I owe them from the immediate episode. So maybe this is payback. I don't know. I doubt it. But so here's Crash and Burn. Okay, Sai said he's going to jump on here in a second, so we'll let this finished song play until Sai jumps in from Amplifiers.
Lost is all I am. Take it back, for I knew everything. This man's about to blow, and I don't wanna go. Distance myself, how does this all work out? I'm feeling way too low, and I don't wanna know. I'll never feel good enough for this fucking real life. Trying to be seen, it feels like a wig I'm stuck with all I am, with nothing more to show.
There's my brother.
What's up, man?
Another womb. What's up?
How's it going?
Apparently, I got a text from Patrick from Atticus Finch, and also from Shenandoah earlier, and because they're both in New York, up around Albany, that area. Well, Atticus Finch is up in from around Albany, and Shenandoah is up around the city, like a Peekskill. Apparently, there's a bad storm and there's no power, so that's why they couldn't be on the show. But they both, I've talked to both of them, just like I've been talking to you, and they couldn't be on. So, but we got Cy from Amplifiers on right now, and I got to give him huge props. Welcome in, man.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for having me in on such a momentous evening, right?
Well, you kind of forced my hand to have you on the show because you sent me a nice care package yesterday. It's only a couple months late, but yeah, it's what it is,
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much like my deal, man. I get to a point where, oh hey, what's up?
That's Rob. He's on the phone with work right now. But, other live.
Terrible time to be on the phone with work, Rob. You don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
He wanted to be the supervisor. I told him you don't want to be. Anyway, but yes, you sent me dude. I got the candle. The candle is down. Well, it's down there. I'm not going to pin the thing, but look here.
Yes, look at that.
Oh, the shirt, man. The design is terrific.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was. We're not one for like using a lot of like color splashes and stuff like that. And eventually, I was just like, you know what? We need a shirt that is not just straight black and white.
Everybody does black and white. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody does. Hey, Jason's back in there. I don't know. We'll get back to Jay in a second. But the candle, what is that? What is that? Oh, is that a xylophone? It is a xylophone. Hey, Cy has a bow from Trent Reznor. My opening for you, if I would have stuck to my manifest here, but I couldn't stick to manifest because of the power outage in New York State. But it was show 41 was no. Wait. No, hold on a second. No. Okay. This was your opening. Okay, Si. Little did I know, show 27's lead singer used to be neighbors with Trent Reznor's parents, and even has possession of a bow Trent once used. I think I'm correct on all this stuff.
So far, so good.
Then it was from Pittsburgh, Amplifiers lead singer, Cy Lewis. I didn't. That's what I should have had something like that queued up.
Grandiose applause and
something.
Yeah.
Or a Trent Reznor song would have been terrific. anything by the Nine Inch Nails or anything.
Niceties aplenty. No, that's still awesome, man. I appreciate
Where's
it.
the bow? You got the bow handy?
Oh,
don't tell me it's back on the damn shelf. We did this before.
Listen, you were the one that asked me to get in here early, okay?
Hey, Patrick from Atticus Finch jumped on. We're gonna put him in there with you. We're gonna put him. Everybody's gonna be on at the same time.
Let's do it.
Go get the bow.
All right.
Let's see if we can get that. Patrick just jumped on. Maybe the power has been fixed. That means Shenandoah should be in shortly. Patrick, he's connecting to audio. There's the bow. See, I told you the bow. Look, Rob, there's the bow.
The bow exists, Rob. I promise.
The bow does exist. It's beautiful.
Oh,
bad.
You've hit that point already where you're devolving into dad jokes. Oh,
well, Patrick, are you with us? Are you in the car?
I am with. Sorry about that, good sir.
Are you fleeing the storm? Are you fleeing the home?
Yeah, you know what? It happens, man. It's what it is. I got the light on in the car to kind of get me a little more lit. So
why do you have your seatbelt on? Are you driving right now? Are you texting and driving? Your seatbelt's on. Are you moving?
Yeah, tried to get a spot where I can get some good Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, but cell service, so it's good. Is this okay? Am I pixelated?
I thought you were gonna say a good wife. I'm like,
no. I fortunately have that already. Am I pixelated or is this okay?
That's a good save. Hey, I gave you two good songs while we were waiting for Cy to jump on. But I told the folks that New York must be just covered in thunderstorms or something right now because Shenandoah, he's up in Peekskill and he couldn't be on either because of the storm. But he's been canceling for the last 5 times, so I'm not worried about him much.
Yeah, we've had just you know what, man, it's kind of the story of the summer is rain, storms and storms. I mean, it seems like it's breaking enough to at least get outside here and there, but it's
Hey, I got my mower fixed. Wait, he froze. Did he freeze? Move your head.
I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, I got my mower fixed. Remember, my mower was broken when you were on the show.
Yes.
Me and my dad tackled that job, and we argued with each other the entire time. But we fixed it. It was a horrible injury to the mower. It was sad. I'm crying right now. But no, it was this cable that holds the deck up on the mower. I don't know. It's not important. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm living, enjoying the life, enjoying the music, and just rock and rolling, man.
Yeah. What else? No, I'm kidding. Sai sent me a care package yesterday. I wanted to ask you about the candle. Wasn't there a story behind the candles? Why you guys did the candles? And
Which
what
candle?
scent? And what scent is this candle? And I was asking Sai from Amplifiers. Can you see Sai on your feed, Patrick?
I cannot.
Okay, well, Sai's on here with us. They sent me a package yesterday with like a shirt and some stickers and things, and a candle. And I'm pretty sure that he told me about the candle either on the show or when we were done with the show. What was that one about, Sai?
So I guess first and foremost, yeah, if I'm disappeared. Hey Patrick, nice to
I can hear you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
I'm doing all right.
Hey.
I see you now.
Let's put it this way. Even if you guys are dealing with some serious storms up there, the lighting is moody as hell. Right
He's
now.
in his car. It's a dome light.
That's it. It's pensive. I like it.
It works.
That's it. Yeah.
It puts a great complexion on your face.
This is that Joker face where it's like half covered up, or Two-Face of Batman where he turns his face and it's like all disheveled.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I think you should go with it.
Yeah, music video. something like that. But yeah, what was the candles about, Si? I remember you telling me something about them.
Yeah, so it's we've been like kind of messing around with ideas for a while about different things that we wanted to do, and the candle itself, there it is. We wanted to do a mixture of a couple of scents that we all appreciate. So it's actually a blend of, oh man,
vanilla.
There is vanilla in it for sure. Amber is the other one.
So that's the mixture.
That is, yeah. It's an amber and vanilla mixture. They complement each other really, really well. And
it's very I lit it last night. I didn't want to light it at all because I'm like, this is a special candle. But I mean, a lot of people do that. They'll buy a candle and then just like it's just there. You know, they look at it or they leave the lid on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn the damn thing. I want to know. I mean, I can smell it, but sometimes candles smell different than they like when they're burning than they do when they're not burning.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
This one doesn't. This one smells exactly like it smells. It smells and smells. It smells the same both ways.
That's awesome. I'm all about it. And
my fiance got a ginger ale candle, and I'll tell you what, it holds up, man. Like it smells like ginger ale, but in a good way. Because like ginger ale, you would think could maybe not be the best in the world, but it works. I'll tell you.
I have a Whopper candle, like the Whoppers you eat. It doesn't smell like
the
it,
candy.
Yeah, like the candy Whoppers. Like malted milk balls. Yeah, they're it's pretty much my favorite, but it doesn't smell like it tastes. If that makes sense, it doesn't smell the same as it tastes. It just smells like chocolate, which is good, but it's. I had to buy it. I think it was when I was in New York. Actually, it was where I bought that at some novelty store or something. I don't know where. It might not have been. I might be totally wrong. But hey, Patrick, I did.
I'll take it.
Go ahead. You're good. I'll wait.
Oh no, you're good. I think I pixelated and it got blocked there.
That's fine. We can see. We like you the way you are. This is an awesome show. This is like a mashup. I'm gonna do this from now on. Just have two different bands on that don't know each other at all, and they don't even know they're gonna be on the same show with each other. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea?
I'm all about it.
Well, you won't be on their side.
Oh,
You could be co-host. I could use one of those.
You got to throw like trivia questions at us, or like do some random segment. It's like, okay, you have to guess this person's favorite thing. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I got to guess Cy. It's like, yeah, Cy's favorite food is chili dogs.
Probably is.
I get that.
I'm not gonna lie. I do love me some chili dogs.
And that's how it works, man. And then like you guess, and you find out that you know so much about each other, and you don't know how, and it's just that giant story. Then you get that one question where it's just like, oh yeah, his favorite video game of all time, it's Tekken. And then that's not Tekken at all.
Hey, this is gonna be awesome. So Catatonia just jumped in. Here we go. They're not late at all. It's only what time is it? Actually, they're. Yeah, he spells his name different from everybody else. It's Zachk. It's Zach. And everything's silent, but the K at the end.
That's a lot of silent.
It is. You know, you think it'd be a lot of work, like especially in first grade and stuff. But these guys are awesome. They just had a show Saturday. I was going to go to, and I had something. I had family coming. I had a family in. From I can't hold on. There he is.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
I pretty much have everybody on at once at this point.
This is just chaos and bedlam at this point.
Awesome.
So we have Cy from Amplifiers, we have Zach from Catatonia, and we have Patrick from Atticus Finch, and he just went away. And my buddy Jason over in Columbus, he's on too. Oh, there's Patrick's back. They're having a bad storm up in New York State, so we didn't get Shenandoah and at the beginning of the show, but Patrick's on from Atticus Finch. Can you see Zach? Patrick, can you see everybody?
I can see everybody. I'm swiping back and forth. I see you, but then I swipe back to the main screen, so that way I save the service. I think I get pixelated when I try to look at everyone at once.
Well, do what you need to do. Just calm down. Everybody speak all at one time, so Patrick can get one of us speaking as he swipes.
Calm down. Everything is under control. Nothing to see. It's like Officer Barb Brady from South Park. Nothing to see here, people. Everything's under control.
Patrick, did you get married yet? Weren't you supposed to get married soon?
Yeah, October.
Oh, that's right. Was it October? I thought it was soon.
Yeah, although it feels like I've been married for about 3 years now. So
does it count? It doesn't. I don't think it counts though, does it? As being married right now?
It doesn't. The government doesn't count it, but my sanity sure does. I mean that in the best way possible.
I think Cy's married. Aren't you married, Cy?
I am, yeah.
How's it? Well, you can kind of let him know what to expect, right? Soon.
Well, that's a loaded question if I've ever heard that. Wow. No, honestly, for everything that I can say, marriage is awesome. I've had a fantastic time being married. And
so boring. Come on, Cy.
I know.
Make it funny.
It's a shitty answer, but
this isn't Dr. Phil. Hey, Zach, you guys had a show Saturday, right? How'd it go, man?
It was pretty good. It was pretty great, honestly. It was like Steel City Death Fest. So it was like the whole crew got to hang out up on the same place we had it last time. Why am I blanking on the name? Sorry if there's a lot of background noise. I'm outside. But it was over at Grandview Park, and a lot of my friends got to play. It was the first time I'd seen one of my favorite bands, Water Trash, since like before the pandemic and everything. So that was incredible to see them. And like
Giovanni was up there with you guys, right?
Yep. Giovanni played 2 sets, played in Fortune Teller and the Inebriators. Both did really well. Grant Charney smashed a toilet. It's a pretty good time.
What is it? What happened?
If you don't know Grant Charney, you should definitely check him out. And he makes this like crazy music. It's really awesome. Mostly electronic. He does a lot of synth stuff. And he like laid out a tarp and like put a toilet on it that he had everyone drawing on all night, and he smashed it with a baseball bat in the middle of the set.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. That's what I'm saying.
Everything you just described sounds exactly what I would have imagined Steel City Death Fest would be.
Well, I mean, that's a record label. The Steel City Death Club is the record label that him and Catatonia is on, and Giovanni's also Giovanni's in like 5 bands. He was on the last show. Who else was at the show? That electronic guy that smashed that thing, and who else?
Grant Charney. There were a lot of people. TV's Norm.
Was it all day, like a whole thing?
Yep, like 2:30 till like 11 p.m. I think.
You guys played last? Were you guys the headliners?
No, we were actually first. It's all right. Yeah, it's okay. We were first. It was still a good time. But yeah, there were a lot of like, I'm trying to remember all the bands right now. There are a lot of really good bands. All Death Club people except for this one group called Redefine Music. I think is what they were called.
How many bands are on Steel City? I think you told me before. I can't remember what you are on the label.
I guess I've never counted. Probably maybe 8, something like that. 7
all
or 8.
around Pittsburgh though, right? They're all
in Pittsburgh.
They're all Pittsburgh-based bands.
Yep. Yeah. For right now, I think we were like considering a couple other bands maybe for the future. I don't know if I should say that or
Amplifiers
not,
is available, aren't they? Cy?
We are free agents, yeah. But I don't necessarily know if we could get our death up enough to.
Oh, you could. I
yeah, it sounds super heavy, right? It's not. We're not all like crazy.
It's I can't even remember. I'd have to go back and look at the description of what I put for you guys. It was like kind of like stoner rock kind of stuff, but it's heavy and it's not. But was it Giovanni did a Frank Sinatra cover that I watched on YouTube that was phenomenal. I was like, I got to get him on the show, and he came on the show. It was great. He was supposed to be on tonight. I don't know what happened to him. Have you talked to him today, Zach?
I have not heard from him today. He's a busy guy, but I mean, I don't know.
He's got enormous hair also, like Zach does.
Yeah, he does. His is like longer though, like far down.
Yeah, it kind of goes down. Yours just just goes wherever it wants to go, right?
Yeah. If I grow it long enough, it starts to get heavy and drag down.
I had a whole thing for you too, an intro thing somewhere here. Let me look. I have this whole paper that I had. See,
prepared.
I was a busy man last night, sort of.
Everything has just gone to hell.
When am I not busy? No. I gotta find it here. Oh yeah, show 36 featured another excellent Pittsburgh band. I just lost my place. Whom I discovered on YouTube, especially with their segment. I wonder what Kyle thinks. Here's Catatonia.
So what does Kyle think?
What
Kyle has a various amount of thoughts, and it's the most fun trying to figure it out.
Where is Kyle? Where is Kyle tonight?
Working right now. Kyle's working right now. Unfortunately,
Kyle's thinking about
drove to his job.
100%.
We could have had him from his job.
We could have. He's probably thinking about pizzas right now. I'd be willing to bet.
Yeah,
maybe he's thinking about.
We should call him and see what he thinks. No, I'm kidding. I had a big intro for Atticus Finch, though. I mean, there's like 2 paragraphs for it. That's them there. It was well, I had a good one for Giovanni. Only I didn't really hold on. I'm skimming. I'm talking to myself. For Acute Mania Live's 40th episode, I made the switch to YouTube with New York pop punk band Atticus Finch. Unknown to me until my mother texted me during the show, no one could hear any music on the stream. I still have no idea why. So and that's when I was going to play Angst, and I did play Angst, and I played Angst, and I played Crashed and Burnt while I was searching for somebody to log in a minute ago, and then I was.
Then my power crashed and burned.
Yes, but I did know last night that it was just going to be Patrick being on tonight, so I was prepared to put joining us now live from just outside Albany, Atticus Finch frontman Patrick Pawlowski. Dun, 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 dun. And then he, I had everything set, everything was, but I knew it was going to, this show never goes as planned ever. And I love it. I love it like that.
That's the fun of it for sure. A lot of things don't go as planned.
Very stressful though. It's very stressful, but I'm starting to not worry as much about it because I pretty much did it to myself. I can't complain because I did it to myself, right?
Yeah. I mean, somehow we ended up in like, we were talking about gardening pretty heavy for a while, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I showed you a picture of my garden the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. It's a good looking garden, man.
With the prices the way they are, you got to make your own fruit and vegetables and stuff or something. I don't know. I just but I grew a lot from seed this over the winter, and just to see what would happen. That was my first time ever doing that. I mean, I knew something would grow, but I lost a lot of things. But it said to put it in the closet and like don't water it or anything. Don't open the closet. Keep it in the dark. And I did. And, I had a reminder on my phone that would pop up, and I would go in there and look at it like 2 or 3 weeks later, whatever it said to do. And that shit would be like coming out of the container that I had it in, growing like crazy. It's pretty cool. But you should garden sometime. It's fun.
Yeah, one of the schools.
Everybody.
No,
Patrick, you go for it.
go, Zach. You go, Zach.
I used to garden a lot with my family when I was younger. When I was a kid, we used to grow big gardens. And where my mom lives now with my stepfather has a lot of property, has this like huge garden in the back. So that's always been fun. But what were you gonna say though?
I was gonna say one of the school districts that I work with, they in the middle school does this awesome they do a butterfly garden, and then they do like an organic vegetable garden, and then they'll donate to the food pantry. Unfortunately, though, the rain that we've had has not been too great to the garden, so we're really hoping that the next half of the summer looks a little more dry. I think the ground's got enough water to last it for a good week or two.
Well, it's been so hot too that the water's good for it, but sometimes too much water. Like I don't water the garden every day because tomatoes especially are very finicky when it comes to moisture. They don't like to be watered too much, so I kind of steer clear. They're doing really well though. Last time I didn't look at them.
Your plants ever get the blight?
I didn't have a garden last year. The year before, I tried tomatoes in pots first, and then I transplant them to the garden, and they always put on a bloom, but they never produced any fruit, any tomatoes. So, yes, that happens more often than not. It's usually from the greenhouse that you get them, because a lot of the other people that got their plants from the same greenhouse down the road had that problem too. So that year, I think the tomato plants had a pandemic going on or something. I don't know if that's the thing with tomatoes.
Seems to be going around.
Seems to be, yeah. Let me. I was gonna see if Jason could jump in here with us. He's on the thing. Anyway, so Zach, what do you guys have going on next? Anything I can make it to? I'll be in Pittsburgh this weekend, but I'll say that here in a second.
This weekend we don't have anything going on. Next weekend we're doing.
You can meet me.
Next weekend we're doing Millville Fest. On the 7th we're playing Strange Root stage. I believe it's the ones outside. It's all the way like at the end of the street. We're gonna be doing that, and then we're like off for a week or whatever, and then the weekend after that we have we're playing a festival in Elwood City. I don't know if it really has a name or not, to be honest, but we were invited to do that through someone just reached out to us on Instagram.
So you got a lot going on then. You guys are full.
Yeah. I actually have a show in between there too. I'm doing Friday night at Millville Fest with my band Tempered, and then Saturday at Millville Fest with Catatonia. The 14th with Tempered, and then the 21st with Catatonia. So I got quite a few things coming up.
Awesome. You're full steam then. You're good to go. I'll get to one of those, man. I'll get to one of them.
Yeah, I would appreciate it a lot. It'd be nice to meet you in person. Cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be up at Black Forge Coffee on Saturday to see Arcane Haven, and Shadow of Corvus' release party is that night.
What time does it start?
It's early show. I believe it starts at 7.
Okay. I'm off at 7 on Saturdays, but I can try to make it down.
I'll look for the big hair. And Cy, that same goes for you too, man. This Saturday, because you're in Pittsburgh. I expect to see you there.
Oh yeah, for sure. There.
Hold on a second. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean the Arcane Haven dudes are good friends of ours, so
they're the shit.
It was actually one of the last shows that we played was with Arcane Haven. Not that
really.
Well, at this point, I say not that long ago, and I'm like, oh my god, it's
where was that at
that point? It would have been Stage AE.
I wasn't at that show.
Yeah, it would have been one of the last headliners that we had, and it was oh man, it was a good lineup.
Of course, you guys weren't really actively playing before the pandemic either, right?
We had some stuff here and there. The last thing that we had played actually was at Black Forge Coffee, and it was
really
with, really great band out of the, I want to say Boston area. Yeah.
Did they have alcohol there?
BYOB.
Is it still BYOB? Were you talking about Black Forge 2? Like the new
one
one?
down, Patrick. You can go with us. Patrick's far away. He's up in New York. But are you guys aren't actively playing at all, are you, Patrick? Atticus Finch?
No, not yet. I think December is when we're gonna finally do something together. So half of us live in California, and then one lives in North Carolina. So basically, been together for like 10 years because we started playing in high school. So we need to strategically meet up in specific places.
In
Like
West
we did a
Virginia.
tour in California. West Virginia is on the bucket list. It's on the bucket list. But right now, what we're doing to just kind of try to keep our chops going is we decided to just each of us pick 2 songs that we like to cover, and we're just brushing our chops up, recording across the interwebs, and we're just gonna do a mix. We're calling it the Boo Radley mixtape, and it's just gonna be like 14, 15 cover songs.
That's awesome.
We're going for quantity, not quality on it, because we're just trying to brush stuff up. Like what's a very apropos for the summer? We're gonna try covering "It's Raining Men."
What?
We're gonna try that "Good for You" song by that Olivia Rodrigo. One of our good friends really likes that one, so we're gonna troll him and do that. And what's another really funny one we're gonna do? Oh yeah, renew My Sharona.
You should do Hey Leonardo.
Who's Hey Leonardo by?
Blessed Union of Souls. Remember that song? Hey Zach, I actually asked. I was talking to Giovanni the night before the show that he was going to be on, and I was like, I was practicing for open mic, and I was like, "You think I should do Hey Leonardo?" And he's like, "Oh, definitely. You should definitely do that."
Do it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Rip.
I did
Should've
do
done it.
"Losing My Religion" though. That was a great song to cover. That was fun. With a mandolin. My buddy played mandolin on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I don't think I could ever play that song without the mandolin. Honestly, I mean, it wouldn't
Yeah.
sound right.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to have to be so short, but unfortunately, I do
Yeah,
have some
whatever.
things going on, so I have to get going. But
No, it's cool, man. I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up this week about Saturday and see if you want to come down. Meet you
yeah,
down there.
awesome. I'll stop down if I can. Congratulations on a year for the show.
Thank you.
And
Thank
thanks for
you.
having
Thanks
us
for
on
coming-
last
thanks for
time and
being
this
on.
time.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you, man.
See ya.
Hey guys, I'm out too. Thanks for being part of the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on, Jay.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see you next time you come in town.
Absolutely.
Cool. You guys are last. You guys didn't write speeches or anything, right? Because I didn't. I don't want you to have to. I don't want to put you on the spot.
I can make some crap up if you need
Do
me
that.
to and act
That's,
like I
that's,
did.
yeah, that's terrific. Do that. No.
I mean, I did have a whole thing typed out and everything and ready to go, but I mean, this is so off. This is just so off kilter at this point. Like, I don't think I've got it anymore. I don't think we can
Okay.
do it. I think it's just
You can mail
we're
it to
gonna
me.
do it
I'll
live.
expect it in about a year.
We're gonna do it live. That's right.
I always gave side crap, Patrick, because after he was on, I mean, he was Johnny on the spot. Like when I was talking to him about being on the show before they were even on, everything was cool. But afterwards, I would send him a message, like a Facebook message, and it would take him at least 3 weeks to even read it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then answer whatever. I can't remember what it was. And then I think he finally said, "I'm not on here much" or something. You're always active, but he's not actively on Messenger. I kind of figured that out. So I gave him shit constantly because I'll message him something. Well, I messaged you about the show, right? And I was like, would you like to come on the 1 year show? He got it 3 weeks later. Sure, I will. I knew that you were the very first person. I think the very first person I hit up about the show because I knew it'd take you 2 years to get back to me.
Yeah. See, the problem is like everything comes to me very like via Morse code, and
Oh,
a little bit like I gotta break out like a
You
decryption
upgrade.
machine and all that sort of shit to
Upgrade a little bit, yeah.
I just I can't get with the times, man. No, I do my best not to like linger on social media too much these days, and
Oh, whatever. Everybody does.
completely.
Everybody says that too.
Yeah.
Everybody says that, and they don't.
It's
They-
tough, man. We're all addicted, and it really, well, not all of us, but most of us have that like addictive personality with social media. It's built for that, and it's like, Sai, I commend you for being able to just
He's lying.
break away from it for at least a couple days, a couple weeks at a time, man. That's tough.
He's lying. He's lying, Patrick.
Even if he is lying, man, the fact that he's trying it is better than nothing.
I don't even think he's trying because he's always on there. He just doesn't answer people's messages.
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, my
Ignores
green
them.
light always looks like it's on, but that doesn't mean
He
I'm
actively
on.
ignores people. Actively.
It's actually just you, just so you know.
But his parents used to live next door to the Trent Reznor's parents, and that I can't even. That's all. He's got a boat. Show Patrick the bow. I don't know if he was on the stream yet. Get the bow. There
it is.
That used to be Trent Reznor's bow. So he says, but I
I
believe.
thought you said boat.
Well, he might have that too. I don't know. I haven't seen his marina yet.
That's pressing it a little bit. Although I do have a boat that I've been working on for a long time. It is not Trent Reznor's boat though.
A boat? Tell us about it.
Oh, dude. At one point, my dad got this like grand idea. He's like, I want to, I'm getting ready to retire. I want to like completely redo a boat and have a boat. I'm like, what kind of boat? He's like, a sailboat. I'm like, you don't know how to sail? And he's just like, I guess I'll learn.
You're gonna learn right away.
Yeah. And so he bought this boat that was like sitting in this marina for like years and years and years, like owned by one guy. The guy died.
This kind of boat. It's
His
worn.
family like lived in like Salt Lake City or something. And like, what the hell do we need a sailboat for in Salt Lake City? So it just sat there, and basically, I don't know, like they called the family, and the family was like, yo, listen, we'll cut you like a crazy deal on it. Let us just come and get a couple of like our dad's stuff out of it. And we're like, wait, there's stuff in there? And it was like jam-packed full of booze. That's like all it was.
Yeah. Well, it's a party boat.
Yeah. But other than that, it was like beat to hell. It was weathered, and yeah, I mean, it's been dry docked.
Was it in the water for those many years? Like
no.
Oh.
It was sitting out on like on like its own little set of stilts and everything. And yeah. I mean, it was like, weather beaten and everything. So like we had to like completely rip it apart and redo it. It was from like the late 60s, early 70s. So I mean, it was.
So is it still a project right now?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, it was. I haven't worked on it in a little bit. I was kind of like doing all the finishing stuff because that's my thing, like being a guitar builder and everything.
And adding lights, you need to add lights to it, right?
Oh yeah, did that too.
Patrick, amplifier shows. I haven't been to one, but it's lights, lots of lights, and so I'm looking forward to that. So it's not for like people that are sensitive to flashing lights, correct?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, lights and smoke and drama. That's our thing. We actually have a thing at the very beginning that's basically an epilepsy warning, just because
you have to.
Yeah, we used to just have like two big giant like white light banks, and we would turn off all the lights in whatever venue we were playing in and just have those. And it was, it was super like kind of creepy and ethereal looking.
Like torturing people that might have epilepsy.
Well,
straight torture.
What we used to do when we just had those two big lights was we would actually turn off those as well. And so the beginning of our set was like a 6-minute intro of nothing but instrumentation.
Yeah.
And we would let everybody's eyes get acclimated to being in nothing but darkness. And then we'd hit them with these big, huge white light banks.
Damn.
And everyone would just be like, oh God, what are you
I was in a cave one time and they did that. I mean, like it was like a cave tour, and they said, turn off your flashlights, and basically I think they said if you left your eyes open for so long, your retinas burn. They burn up and you just lose your eyesight because they're trying to get light or something. I don't know how it works. I don't know science that much, but that's pretty much what happens. But you would torture people with darkness and then torture them with brightness, extreme brightness immediately, right?
Oh yeah. No, it would definitely mess with a bunch of people. And now that we've made the move to like LED stuff that, is able to be multiple colors and strobe and everything like that, like we just went all in. So I would say a solid like 2/3 of our set is like straight strobe.
Gee, I don't know if I could handle that, but I want to do it.
It's something that's very different about trying to focus on playing your own music and singing your own music in the middle of a strobe fest. Like,
do you lock the doors to the venue so it's kind of like an escape room? They have to try to get out if they want to.
No, but that's a good idea. That'd be very interesting.
Solo underneath the strobe light. Does that like mess with you? Like you're like, okay, here we go. My fingers are moving, but I gotta really focus on the feel and not what it looks like every millisecond when it strobes in and out.
Yeah, that has to mess with you. Seriously, yeah, that's a good question.
I
How'd
like
that work out.
I like to think that we're basically all impervious to strobe lights now. Like
Well, yeah.
we can feel the movement of everything without looking at it, because it's just like, yeah, if you try to watch your hands, you're just gonna be like, what is happening? And everything just starts to slow down, and before you know it, it's just like you're completely off. You're off with the click. And
But then when you turn the light off and it's just regular light, you still think everything is in slow motion, so you play extra slow, right?
well, by the time all the lights come on, we're all just standing around, just like,
yeah. Well, I guess the show's over.
yeah, we're done. See you guys. No, we do have moments
Steeler.
where it's like not straight strobe.
Yeah. Hey, can I will you guys stay there for a second while I do my closing thing? Because it's kind of sad, but it's not. I'm not ending the show. The show's going to go on. You know, like I'm not gonna. But I don't want to not do it. I wrote. I mean, it's like one sentence. Can I do that real quick and then we'll wrap?
Do it too, man.
What do you think? Cool. Because I mean, I don't want Patrick might have to go to the bathroom. He's in his car, poor guy. But I was supposed to, there's some other people that were going to be on tonight. It's cool. People have lives. There's lots of things going on. It's perfectly fine, and I'm grateful for the ones that did come on, especially you guys. You guys are extra special. Okay, it's not going to be a Sesame Street thing. But tomorrow night, I have a very late show tomorrow. Brandon Hunt is a guy that I play open mic at the same place that he plays. That's where I met him. Very good singer songwriter and very good storyteller. He does little stories before he plays, and it's kind of like the dry humor, but some of it's funny, some of it's like dry humor, and it's cool. But he's going to be on. He couldn't do it till midnight, so it's actually going to be Thursday morning. It's tomorrow night, but it's midnight is actually that starts Thursday. So anyway, it's confusing, but it's tomorrow night. To me, it's tomorrow night.
You prep for it on Wednesday. You do it technically on Thursday.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, that's tomorrow night, Thursday morning is Brandon Hunt. He could only do it at midnight, and that's fine with me. Let's do it then. And he's gonna play because he doesn't have anything recorded that I know about. So he's gonna do that. Let's see. And I gotta remind people, subscribe to my channel. Regardless if you watch it all the time, subscribe to it because that helps with analytics and things that I can do down the road, YouTube wise. It really helps. And share it to your friends. It sounds stupid when you have to say that, but I guess it helps. Anyway, that wasn't my speech, but I don't want to do my speech. It's stupid.
Do it.
Okay. I want to thank every guest I've had. No, this has been a hell of a ride, especially this past year, because I've learned so much. I'm still learning things. There's still glitches. Rob still wants me to pre-record it and go back and edit it. I'm not going to do that. It's still going to be live. It's fun that way. It's more fun that way. It's spontaneous, especially with Patrick and Atticus Finch having them on. There was no music at all. That wasn't funny, but I can look back on it now, even though it wasn't that long ago, and laugh because it was funny. And it was my first time on YouTube. It wasn't even YouTube's fault. It was my fault because there was some switch on. I don't know. But it didn't happen the next time. And now I try to practice on a private feed to YouTube before I start any show, just to make sure everything is up and going, because if it's frustrating, if nothing works out, just like anything you do, it's frustrating. So I learn every day that it's difficult to do this, but it's fun to do this because I get to meet. I never would have met you guys if I wouldn't have started this a year ago. I don't know how I would have met you guys randomly, maybe, especially you, Patrick, because I mean you're clear in New York, but after I was like, wonder if he knows anything about Wells, because I've been to Wells and you know about Wells, so I mean that's cool. I mean, so there's something was it at work. Was at work, when I met you? Something was at work when I met Cy and amplifiers and gosh, Finland. I've been to Finland, not in real life, but I've been to Finland. I did a show at noon with guys in Finland. I don't know why they even accepted my invitation. I mean, they're a pretty good band, but they did. And here recently, I did a couple guys that do techno in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I had a show with those guys, Lucky Jesus, and like if I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have met those guys either. So it's been fun, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, and I'll be in a walker doing a an anniversary show in a walker here in about a year and a half. No, but it's been fun. It's been fun. See, I didn't even need this anyway. That's not even half of what I was gonna say. But I appreciate everybody being on. The success of the show is the guests. It really is. It's not me. It's nothing that I'm doing, because half the time it doesn't work. But it's the people that say yes, I'll come on the show. Even now when things are opening up, things are opening back up, because I started when everything was closed and nobody was playing shows, but people are saying yes. So who knows where I'll go next? I might go to Finland again. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to do the show at noon again, like I did before. But it's been fun, and it's been fun hanging out with you guys tonight. And it was fun. It was fun hanging out with you guys when you're on, even if there was glitches, because I'm sure there. I don't know if there was any glitches on the amplifiers one. Was there, Si? Was there anything?
I don't think so. I think it actually went
pretty darn good episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, it went really smoothly.
Patrick got the wrong end of the stick with that. I still don't know why that, but everything else was fine. The interview was freaking great. I had a lot of fun on that one.
Man, it was someone had to be the YouTube test run, and I'm happy to be the YouTube test run. I'll tell you, man, you're talking how you're going to do an interview Thursday morning. I think right there is a testament to just the type of person you are and why you've been able to go at this for the anniversary that you're celebrating here tonight. I mean, because you're a genuine person, you enjoy doing what you're doing. It tells, it shows. And I think that's what it's all about, right? I mean, meeting people, hearing the stories, swapping stories, and enjoying the thing that we all love.
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
100%. Bring it together. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. You don't give yourself enough credit, man. This is this is all something that you thought up and you put into action. And music is a universal language, but sometimes there needs to be somebody that helps to interpret that. And that is the primary number one job that you've got right there. Like you are bringing all these different bands of all different genres, all different walks of life on, and no matter what, everything that I've seen that you've put out across the board, it's the same it's the same kind of, off the cuff kind of questions. It's definitely not like overly serious. And I mean,
I'm a very sarcastic person.
Extremely, extremely, extremely serious, man. All these things, very, very important. No, I'm sure, Patrick, you probably feel the same way, man. It's really good when you get the chance to do an interview about music and everything is lighthearted and you get a chance to talk about things you might not normally talk about, and get to explain even some of the things that you might not normally get to explain in an interview. Yeah. So that's a huge ups to you, man. Like you have definitely hit a unique stride with this, and I feel very, very honored to be a part of, not only just like the first year that it's been, that it's been a thing, but also like getting to celebrate this with you guys tonight.
I want to do a festival. At some point. I don't know who is going to, I don't have the venue for that. I mean, my back porch is not going to hold all the bands I've had, but I want to do that sometime. Just a festival with whoever can make it. It's going to have to be planned out, but how much fun that would be? Just different types of music and to keep me a live festival. I don't know. See, I don't even know what but I know you guys would come. You guys would bring the band and play, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Without a question. No, I mean, we need to,
I got that. Can I get that in writing? Can you guys, can you email me a letter stating?
Sure. I'll get it to you in about 8 months or so.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I will expect it 9 months from then.
That's right. Okay. So, yeah, that's the way that would work out. I would tell you it would be 8 months. They'd be 9 months after the 8 months. Yeah. Okay. We got it. We're on the same page.
Hey, come here, Rob. Come here for a second. When you get done trimming your toenails, whatever you're doing. I don't know. He said he's trimming my mom's toenails.
No, I think you've got some great places down there, man, that we can definitely explore.
Come on down, especially you, Patrick. Bring the crew or half the crew or some of the crew, whatever you got to bring.
We'd like to. That's our thing. We've got about 8, 9 of us, and basically, if we can get 4 and one of us knows how to keep a beat behind the drum kit, somehow we.
They did a whole album over the pandemic. They weren't even together. They don't, and it's done. It's up on the thing. Mm-hmm.
That's the way to go, right there. Digital
Rob
is great, man. What a time to be alive as a musician.
Seriously though, never thought. I mean, like we all moved. We all moved away from different places and to different places and thought, all right, how the hell are we going to keep a band going? And then all of a sudden, we can all do it on our computers. I mean, you're right. What a time to be alive as a musician. The pandemic sucked, but I mean, a lot better going through this in 2020 than 1920. If you're
1920s, that'd been awesome. Giovanni would know about that because he did the Frank Sinatra cover on YouTube. I got distracted. I was gonna have Rob sit down. We were gonna do the farewell thing, and then his phone rings. He's the supervisor at his job, so he's on call constantly, and that's why he's not allowed to be on the podcast anymore. He was my co-host a long time ago. He wore a hat, and his face was always done like this, and he would smoke cigarettes constantly. So
he was the silent Bob to your Jay.
Pretty much, yeah. and he was the one that tried to pry me away from doing it all live. He was like, I'm telling you, man, you need to pre-record it, go back and edit it, everything, and everything will be fine. Yes, it will be, but that's what everybody else does. I don't want to do what everybody else does, and everybody else does their stuff audio, their podcast, I don't want to do that either. I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It works for me.
That's right. How else is everybody else gonna understand that I now know my profound love for chili dogs because of Patrick? That happened live. That you can't fake
musician for sure.
But I can still edit it out. Sorry.
Don't crush my dreams, Scott.
You can, but you wouldn't.
I don't want to take that time to do that.
You wouldn't take a moment so special off the internet like that.
I don't want to take the time to go back and do that. I've already done a 2.5 hour almost episode, and I don't want to. I don't have time to go back and do that. I have a life to live. I got other things I need to do, like play music. I'm going to play some music with Rob here in a little bit. He's got a new mixer that he doesn't know how to use, and we're going to learn how to use it together, I guess.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best.
Maybe we might hold hands. I don't know. Hopefully not. He's a handheld holder guy.
I don't know. If you have never used it before, there's probably going to be some hand holding going on.
I'll frame this. Patrick, you guys were the first to ever get a format list that I mailed.
I got it hanging on the desk. I got it in the envelope still because I've lived at like the apartment I'm in for probably a month and a half, and as you probably both know, it takes about 2 years to settle into a place.
Keep it safe.
That long. So I've got it, and it's sitting in the envelope so it doesn't get messed up. And I'm like, all right, what am I going to do with this? Where am I going to put this?
Exactly.
And so at some point, it's going to end up on some sort of collage whenever I get the time to actually think it out. It's one of those, how it is. It's one of those collages where you just want to be like, all right, it's probably going to live in this board or whatever for a long time. So
I didn't have a written or even a printed out format when you were on the show. I just kind of wung it. I was winging it. So I wung it.
I'm down with the word wung. I think that's yeah.
So I was winging it when you guys were on. I didn't have anything written down, but I had to have something practical finished. My God, these guys are huge. They've been together for years, and I had to have actually, I think they were the beginning of the format thing. This is the biggest format I've ever had. I wrote all that out and just the intro. But so I'll put this in a laminate or something, put it up.
So, so going into the night, it was everyone Wang Chung tonight, and now that the night's ending, it's everyone Wang Chung tonight.
Yes, everybody did Wang Chung.
I don't know if we can top that, fellas.
What I don't think we can wung it.
That's the peak right there.
This was a 3-page format tonight. This had a schedule for everyone. Ashley got one. Rob got one, and John Hall was going to have one, but he didn't make it tonight. But everybody had their own printed schedule. If anybody would like a copy, I'll send it to you. And
it's really just a bunch of scribbles. What is it? It's just a bunch of scribbles. Makes you feel better.
It's in Courier New, so it looks very long. Did you guys ever type in Courier New? You know the
I'm,
font.
I'm a Comic Sans guy myself.
Oh yeah.
Comic Sans. Well, I have a CD called that.
Papyrus.
Papyrus is what is it?
Madonna.
Yeah.
Verdana.
It's like Madonna, but it's with a V.
This is getting like turbo nerdy.
Symbols.
I'm here for it.
Is there one that's like called symbols and it's just or wingdings, but that's an actual food.
So one time we were playing in New York City, and my brother, who's in the band, we were covering Roadhouse Blues, and it's that part of the song where Jim Morrison's just mumbling, where he's like, boom, gong, tong. My brother Brandon just goes, send your emails in, wing, ding, fong.
That's terrific. Wow. You can't top that, can you? Rob's winging his guitar right now. He's winging it. Look at him. Look at all that one going on. That's a nice book bag. Thank you, Scott. Anyway. Hey, we're gonna sign off. I appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out with me tonight on this show. We got Brandon Hunt at midnight tomorrow night. Every episode will be up, like it always was on Facebook. I give Facebook the shaft. I'm never on there, but events will be on there all the time. And Instagram's the shit, right, Patrick? That's where I met you guys. Instagram. Anyway, so but thanks for coming on. And I should do an Amplifier song, shouldn't I? Which one? Malcontent or Fragile One? Cy, it's your choice.
Ooh. Well, you said let's go with Fragile One, since you said that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you.
All right. We'll do that. And thanks guys for coming on. And I guess I'll see you next year or keep in touch. Let me know shows and stuff. Even if you're up in New York, Patrick, I'll come up to New York and watch you guys play. I've been up that way.
That's right. We'll all get together and take a picture of us eating chili dogs together.
My helicopter.
Chili dogs in New York.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks for joining us on this episode, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Join us for Brandon Hunt. Here's Amplifiers with Fragile One. We'll see you guys later.
Peace out.
Later, Patrick. Nice to meet you, man.
Hey, nice to meet you, man. I'll see it. So what's the, how do you spell your band's name? I'm going to go like them on Instagram as soon as I get off.
Nothing crazy, just Amplifiers.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome, man. All right.
I'll
Nice
look
meeting
for
you.
it, and yeah, I'll hit you guys back. We'll definitely we'll link up at some point. It'd be fun.
Absolutely, man. Peace
Awesome.
out.
You too. See ya.